Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Oh my god. Oh, this is so exciting. So, Red Bull sip.
Funky.
Okay, we are starting this video with glasses on, with no makeup on, because I'm excited and I don't really know what I'm doing. So, got this package from Elf in the mail. A lot of brand new stuff. My old stuff that I already had is actually in here too. I just threw everything I owned from Elf into one box, and it turned out that I have enough to do a full face of Elf. So here we are, we're doing a full face of Elf. Is this exciting? I don't really know. I'm high on Red Bull, so we're just gonna keep going. But I think I have enough to do a full face of makeup, so I think that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna dive right on into it. But welcome back to my channel. If you're new, thank you for stopping by. If you'd like to subscribe, then subscribe. If you'd like to give this a thumbs up, then give it a thumbs up. And I'm going way too fast, and I've had too much Red Bull. So, and if you can hear birds tweeting, it's the Zen sleepy noises that I put on, and I just forgot to take it off. And honestly, I'm just gonna leave it on. I think I'm just gonna leave it on, yeah. So I'm starting with the Elf Precise Brow Pencil in the shade Black. Let's see how this goes. I don't know if because my eyebrow hairs are so thick or something, brow pencils just don't usually work for me. I don't really like a super structured brow, so I'm just going to do a light fill. Okay, so another thing I picked up was this brush set from the Retro Paradise collection. It's got a bunch of really good brushes in here. I'm gonna use as many of these brushes as I can. I'm gonna try and stick with the Elf brushes as much as I can. But I don't have enough to do my full face, so I'm gonna have to dip into other brushes at some point. This is something I already own, but this is the Elf Hydrating Camo Concealer. This is my favorite concealer of all time. And I'm gonna use the Retro Paradise brush, this flat guy. Can you see that? Are you gonna focus on it? This flat guy, just to conceal around my eyebrows. And this is the shade Medium Peach. I'm also going to use this same concealer in Medium Peach to prep my lids for eyeshadow. I am going to do my eyes first and then my face, just to, for one, I feel like I do my makeup faster when I do that. But secondly, I just want it, I don't know what the fallout situation is going to be like with this palette. Usually more affordable palettes have a little bit more fallout. Okay, so now that the eyes are prepped, we are ready for the eyeshadow palette. I'm so excited for this eyeshadow palette. If you see, these colors here are so beautiful. Now, I'm normally a bright colors kind of gal. I usually stick to brighter color eyeshadows because I think they're more fun. On a day-to-day basis, yeah, I kind of wear these, but I don't know, I feel like I do so many bright looks that I kind of want to stick with the neutrals today because they're just so pretty. And all the other videos I've seen of people using this palette, they're like, oh, I always do neutrals, let me do some bright colors. But I always do bright colors, so I'm feeling like I need to do some neutrals. Plus this shade right here, it's called Paraíso. This one here, I'm gonna swatch it for you guys. So in the pan, it just looks like, oh, you know, it's a coppery shade. It has, oh my god, I don't even know if that's gonna reflect on camera the way it does in real life. It's a copper with a pink and almost green blue, a teal pink reflect. Okay, there's the pink. That's a greeny color to me, at least in person. It's just such a beautiful shade. I would love to do a cut crease with that. So I'm thinking I'm gonna stick neutral, which is so weird for me because normally I would go for, I'd probably do the green or the purple with one of these two shades, but those are the looks I keep seeing people do with this palette. So I kind of want to stick to something neutral and do something different from everybody else. I think that would be cool. I do wish that there was a mirror on this. That's my only downside to it, because I would love traveling with this palette because it has bright colors, it has neutrals, and it's just fun and beautiful, but I can't travel with a palette that doesn't have a mirror. So I'm gonna actually start off with the shade Fuego. I'm gonna go in with this brush that came with the collection. We'll see how that goes. I'm only gonna do one eye on camera, this one, and then I'll do the other one off camera. Yeah, we're not using that brush. They're too soft for me. I like a rough brush. I like them big. I like them chunky. Anyway, Fuego on this brush, and we're gonna just throw that in the crease area. as our transition shade. Once I have that general shape down, I'm gonna go in with the shade, then I'm gonna go with the shade Sandy Bum, which is this one here. Ooh, I just wanna show you the kick up that just came up with that. Can you see that? How much kick up that was? I don't know if I like that, but I don't mind. As long as the eyeshadows perform well, I'm like not the like biggest stickler when it comes to kick up. I'm gonna go in with the shade Coconut. I'm just deepening up that outer crease, just dragging it a little bit. I don't want it to go too far in though. Wow, these eyeshadows are performing beautifully. And I'm using one brush for this whole look. I'm using this is literally my favorite brush of all time. It's like a coarse haired blender brush. It's Crown Pro brushes C511. Gives me like a really seamless blend. I'm sure you can get the same kind of brush on Morphe. This is just the one I've always had. I've literally had this brush for like 6 years. I think I'm going to cut the crease and I will be right back. So I'm gonna use this brush and the same concealer that I used to prep my lids. BRB. Okay, and I'm taking that shade Paraiso, taking it on my finger now. Oh, juicy. So now we have that shade packed there on my lid. I'm going to take the shade Sandy Bum again, and I'm just going to go over that edge line just to soften it a little bit. Now I'm gonna take this brush from BH Cosmetics. It's like a teeny tiny little blender guy with the stiff bristles again. And I'm gonna take the black shade Nightlife, maybe mix it with a little bit of coconuts because I don't want it to be a true black. And I'm just going to line where like a wing liner would be, because I'm not doing a wing liner with this look. I don't know if you can see that. I'm just lining that area here just to give it that definition. Okay, that's one eye basically done. I'm gonna turn off the camera. I'm gonna do this eye off camera and I will be right back. For you, it'll be 2 seconds. For me, it'll be probably like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, maybe a little longer to be honest. So see you in a minute. Okay, we are back. Both eyes are on. Let me scooch a little closer for y'all. But so far, I'm really liking this look. It feels very 70s, which is what this sort of line is about. So I feel very good about that. I will go back to that in a moment. We're gonna start with the face. And we're gonna start with a product that I do really like and already used and already owned. And it's the Poreless Putty Primer. I mean, you probably heard a million people talk about this, so I'm not gonna go on about it too much. A little bit goes a long way with this stuff. I'm gonna use about that much. Now this is fun. This is a new foundation. I don't try new foundations often because I'm kind of picky about foundations. This is the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation. I don't think this shade is going to be dark enough for me. I've got to be honest. I think it's going to be a little too light. I got it in shade Cashew, which was described as medium with warm olive undertones. I'm more warm. I'm more neutral olive undertone, but it might work. Let's see. It looks pretty light in the jar, but who knows? And to apply it, I am going to use the Camo Concealer Flawless Cover Sponge. This is an e.l.f. sponge. It's $3. It's super stained up because I used it for contour for a long time, but I do actually really love that sponge, so I don't know how much I need because obviously I've never tried it before, but we're gonna start with a single pump. I have a feeling I'll need more. I'm always really nervous to try new foundations. Is that weird? I'm switching to a brush. I'm gonna use the brush in the collection. I actually already owned this brush, obviously not in this packaging, in their original packaging for it, and I really like it for foundation. Oh no, I got the foundation in my hair. I don't know, not obsessed with it as of this moment, but I definitely need more of it. So I'm not sure about this one yet. Right now I'm gonna take my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the 2 different shades. You don't need a lot of this concealer. The next product is something that I've been using a lot lately and I love so much, and is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. So in the shade medium, I do love powders that come in shades, and I'm just gonna dip my powder puff into this, but then I'm gonna tap it off on my wrist. And I'm only using this for under my under eyes area. I'm gonna take the fluffy brush that came in that set, and I'm just gonna swirl around like whatever. I don't want too much. Again, I'm gonna tap it off onto my hand, then I'm gonna set everything else. Very special powder. It's a very good one. Oh my god, I didn't blend that out. Do you see that? I just set that without blending that out. What a dummy. We literally just set our forehead without blending it out. Who does that? All right, moving on. This bronzer is the next thing that we're trying. It looks like a really nice bronzer, but unfortunately the shade, I don't think it's gonna be dark enough for me, just based on looking at it. Also, if you could see the mess on my makeup desk right now. Also, I can't get this open. So this shade doesn't really look like a bronzer. It looks like a setting powder. We're gonna use the same powder brush that we used to powder my face. Okay. Oh, I'm not mad at that. Yes, we're definitely getting somewhere. It's a little more on the cool side than I would have liked for this look. Newer product that I'm gonna try is going to be this blush palette that I can't open from e.l.f. I feel like this is one of their more famous products. This is the deep one, which I didn't really like that was the case. I had to grab the deep one because the light one just looked too light for me. And actually this shade looks like it might be a nice bronzery shade. So I'm gonna take that bronzer brush, dip it in there, and sort of whisk that. Oh, okay. Yeah, that definitely helped. Just sort of whisk that in all the areas that I bronzed before, just to warm up that bronzing area, because I really wanted this to be like beachy, summery, vacation vibes. And that other bronzer was giving me more like Siberian princess tundra vibes. And you know, that's a vibe. But maybe more of like a winter vibe rather than like a summer vibe. Also, this brush I really am enjoying. Okay, so moving on to my blush brush, and I'm going to take this more corally warm blush, which is more my vibe. It's got a little bit of shimmer in there, a lot of bit of shimmer in there actually. And I like to put a lot of blush across my nose. Okay, there we are. Blush is on. It's a little bit much. I'm really excited for this next product. It's the Retro Paradise e.l.f. Multi-Dimensional Face and Body Shimmer. I didn't know you could use this on your body too. Ooh, that's exciting. I'm gonna just take it. I guess it makes sense that it's face and body because it's a really big pan. It's not my favorite thing in the world. This, I have better e.l.f. highlighters than this, so I might take one of them. I'm gonna take this e.l.f. highlighting palette I have actually just on hand, luckily, and I'm gonna take the really deep, or not the really deep, the deeper golden shade here at the end, and I'm just gonna pack that on top. I'm just gonna highlight all the normal places. Now you can really tell I smoked out my lower lash line while I was way on one eye. I'm gonna do this eye on camera just so you guys can see what I did. I'm going to take the shade Fuego on this brush again, and I'm just going to run it underneath my lash line. We're gonna take the same brush and dip it into Sandy Bum, and then I'm gonna place that even closer to my lash line. I really want this to be like super, like I said, romantic and smoky. And then finally I'm gonna take the shade Coconuts, which is that deeper brown that I used on my top lid, and I'm just going to finish smoking out. Okay, I have to be honest with you guys, it's about 2 hours later. We were having some minor technical difficulties, and so I had to stop filming, and then I had to take a meeting, and then it was like a whole thing. So we're back. So my next product that I'm gonna be trying out is going to be the e.l.f. Smudge Proof Mascara. It's actually a double-ended mascara. I'm kind of a mascara snob, so we'll see how I like this one. It has an upper and a lower lash mascara on it. So the lower lash one is really teeny tiny. Do you guys see that? It's like a teeny tiny little brush. I love that. So I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna be doing lashes now. Unfortunately, I don't have any e.l.f. lashes. I don't know why I didn't think to pick up a pair, but I'm wearing my favorite, the Serene Lights from House of Lashes. These are what I wear basically if I'm wearing lashes. I don't wear lashes every day, but I actually cut, so they originally look like this. Can you see that? They originally look like this, and then I cut them down the middle and then used the 2 pieces on opposite eyes just to give me like an outer lash look. I don't like a full strip lash. That's just not my vibe. The lips, I forgot to get a lip liner. Don't be mad at me. This is literally I've only cheated twice. The lashes and the lip liner, and I'm literally just gonna use, I think, something like really nude like this. This is Pillow Talk by Charlotte Tilbury. I just want like a nice pinky nude. Okay, so we're taking the e.l.f. Retro Paradise Gloss in the shade A Moment. It's a clear gloss with pink and gold sparkles in it. It kind of matches the highlight. You know, Roxette said that all this has a bubblegummy flavor, and it does. So now I'm gonna set the face using e.l.f. Dewy Setting Mist, the coconut one. The last product that we have to try, which is actually kind of sad. I was like, I'm really having fun doing this, honestly. The last product that we have to try is the body brush and the body glow oil. The palette and this body glow was really the real reason I wanted to do this video, and is why I'm wearing a tank top right now, because normally I do not like to show my arms. We do have them out today though. Ooh, I'm gonna bring the necklaces around town for a second. Bring it around town just to do the body. So let's try this. One pump there. I'm gonna start with a pump. We might need more. I don't even know what. Come here and smell this and tell me what it smells like, because I can't come up with it. It's like a candy we had when we were kids.
Yeah, it's like a watermelon sugar high.
Watermelon!
You know what it smells like?
What? I'm smelling watermelon gum. The Hubba Bubba.
It smells like...
Hubba Bubba watermelon?
It smells like the Sour Patch watermelon.
It does! I was literally trying to put my finger on it for so long. All right, let's talk about this, because I have a lot of thoughts. Okay, let me just share my top favorites and top misses for you guys. So I'm gonna start with the negatives so we can end on a positive note. I'm not a huge fan of the foundation. I really like dewy stuff. It says a satin finish. None of the ways I applied it really gave me what I was looking for. So that one's my first no-go. My next no-go is gonna have to be the like face and body shimmer. I think if you wore it as a body shimmer, it would be better. It's too chunky. For the face, I'm not in love with it. Oh, and the mascara, those three, I could live without them. They were fine. They were whatever. No big deal. And now my faves, obviously the concealer, the powder, the primer I had forever. So I love those. And the setting powder I've had forever, which I love that. This was amazing. Now I know I didn't do anything like insane. I literally did a brown cut crease with a gold lid, which is like, I mean, for you guys, that's probably like the most like, oh, I do that every day. For me, that's weird. Normally I'm like doing fun colors, doing crazy stuff. I never do a gold lid neutral look really ever. So for me, this is new, this is different, and it looks really pretty. I feel very like snatched. I feel very like, ugh. So yeah, those are my final thoughts. I really love this palette. I really think that you guys need to grab this if you can get your hands on it. This video was probably all over the place because I shouldn't have had that Red Bull. I really shouldn't have. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you made it all the way to the end, I don't know how you did that, but please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. You can subscribe to me down below if you want to see this face again. It's an option. If you want to see something else from me in the future, please leave it below. I can do other reviews, I guess. Where'd the cactus go? I'm a mess today. Otherwise, yeah, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, here. I have a Twitter. I don't really use it, but that's fine. Yeah. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Okay, we're done. I gotta go. Bye.
Funky.